Hey guys, welcome back to another week of Weekly Pickups with your host Polished Gaming. Without further ado, we get into it this week. We're quite a big bundle, so we'll try and keep it a little bit shorter, but I'm back to doing the prices, so we'll go on to them and we'll see how we go from here, okay? Alright, now with the second, we've got a Trade Me deal here. We've got Cats for DS, $5.50. These games are pretty much self-explanatory. I mean, you just play around cats and stuff like that. Pretty fun games, actually, surprisingly. So yeah, and also another one from Trade Me, Nintendogs. Well, this is the Dash Hound and Friends edition. I think there's actually other ones like it actually came with. Oh no, I actually took it out. Yeah, it came with Dash Hound and Friends, and it also came with Chihuahua and Friends, or Chihuahua. But yeah, Chihuahua and Friends, and this one's a Dash Hound edition. So $11.50. Cool to get some DS stuff there. DS has a lot of shovelware, like the Wii, but it's a pretty cool system. I'm actually enjoying collecting for it. I don't have much for it, so it's always good to get stuff a little bit different every now and then. This one here, New Yoshi's Island. This one here was $21. To be honest, this has actually popped up before, and I think it really sits kind of around about the $20 area, so I just went a dollar over just to kind of push it and get something new for the 3DS because I don't have too much 3DS as well. So yeah, thought I'd get that this week. Next one here is, this one actually came from a Trade Me member. He actually had 4 games in there, and it was to save 12 Jams, actually his name. He's actually got a relatively new kind of business by the sounds of things. He actually had $10 shipping for multiple games, so I thought I'd buy it and then try and see how many things that he had that he needed. So there were 4 items that I actually did get from him, so they're not exactly in the same order, so I'll show them out once they come. But 12 Jam got this one. This one was $5. Hasbro Family Fun Pack, 4 great games in one. Where are we here? Next one here is and this is from Highly Suspect on Trade Me. He actually didn't get around to telling me if this one came with a manual. I took the risk. I won it for $2. And it came with a manual. So what was pretty good with that, I was pretty stoked because I actually had the Prepare to Die edition, and I think it's a First Scholar edition. I think I have 2 versions of it, but I don't know. I have Prepare to Die edition for Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2, and a limited edition for Dark Souls 2. So this one here is yeah, that puts in, and of course you got to get the original. I don't have limited when I have limited editions, I don't count them as my original. So this one will go down as part of the set. So yep, that's pretty good there. And next one here is, this was from another Trade Me member. I actually forgot their name on there, but this is what's it called? Jane's Advanced Strike Fighters. This looks very this one was $10, that one. This one looks very, I don't know if any of you have played Hawks. Wait, it was Hawks, Tom Clancy's Hawks, or Ace Combat. I would say pretty much both similar. They're simulation flight, not simulation flight. They're pretty arcadey flight games, but the one that I didn't mind Hawks. I pretty much nearly completed that game 1 and 2, but unfortunately, Ace Combat, I don't know what it was. It made me sick every time. I got real mad motion sickness, and I only got like 70 gamer score. So I will go back to that hopefully when I don't have a headache. I think when I tried it, I may have had a headache at the time, so I possibly pushed it up or something like that. Now that sounds a little bit of an odd one. Madden 06, $7.50. I put this up on an actual Xbox collector site because I was saying, I believe I'm at, I can't remember now, I think I'm at 966 or 969 games out of 1201 for the Xbox 360. A person put up, I can't believe you got so many games, you're this high in the collection and you don't have Madden 06. Reason that I said to him, the reason for that is because of the fact that I'm not avidly searching for these games, and this never came up. So it never came up. This was the last one I needed out of the Madden set. I don't count the 25, I think it's the after years, 25 after years or something like that. That's NTSC only exclusive. So I've got all the Madden set right now. So that's Madden 06 up to 17, I think. They didn't do an 18. So yeah, up to 17. So that's stoked to get that subset complete. Next one is going to be FIFA. That might be a bit hard for that FIFA 19. This one here was from another Trade Me member. I actually got this one for $3.50. Now, I had this already. I have the Naruto Storm, Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm Generation. So many names to these things, they almost sound ridiculous. But the Generations one, I already had this, but this was the actual bonus cards included. Now, every time I've seen this variant, the cards aren't included. This one actually had the cards included, so I'll show you what they look like. They're actually pretty good. I'll just show you, there's actually a few of them here. They're actually pretty cool little cards. Like, I mean, I don't have the actual sealed pack, but they look like they're part of like a Naruto set almost. Like let's see if I've got that. I think I actually have a Naruto in here. There you go, Naruto Uzumaki. Yeah, pretty cool. Like yeah, so I'm pretty stoked to get that part of the set. I'll put that on. I've also got a flashing one here. It looks like a shiny. But yeah, that's like I say, I was not actually going out of my way to get this game, but the fact that I pretty much had it bid up to about $11 and I won it for $3.50, pretty stoked. That's I put them in like that. It's pretty much the best way to do it. Doesn't really damage them too much. I don't think it's going to damage them. To be honest, I'd rather a sealed pack, but I'm happy with that. Yeah, and on to the next one here. Wait, did I say how much? Yeah, I said $3.50 on that one. Next one here is SBX. Super Bowl SBKX, SBK10. This one here is part of the Superbike series, I believe. With this one, I think this makes my complete set. This one I got for $10. I believe it is. I think there's only SBK 08, 09, 10, and maybe 11. I know there's MotoGP, but I think MotoGP is where it kind of took over and started doing it better than that. So. But they're pretty cool games. I played a couple of them, but yeah, like I say, with that one, I think that does complete my subset of SBKs. I will look into that and let you know later on. This one also a classic skate. Bought that for $5. This is from the 12 Jam, same person here. Actually, so was SBX actually. So that's $10. This one is $5. Like I said, it had some pretty good games for cheap. There's one more that I've got in the PSP that I'll show you soon. But yeah, $5 for the classics. The harder one to get out of this was Skate 3 because the classics for that is, it's not the classics like that where they do the border. It's just the classics just at the top. So those ones are the newer style classics. And with those ones, yeah, that completes my skate set now because I don't think there is a classic Skate 2. Let me know if I'm wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it completes it all. This one here is another one from a seller, $4.50. Once again, wasn't going out of my way intentionally to win this fully. I do have this game, but I have it in the Steelbook ANZ edition, which is the Australian New Zealand edition. But of course, I need this for the actual physical set. I asked them if, because basically when it came like this, and all you could see was that, and it had the game add-on. Now I was like, does it have a manual behind it? He didn't message me back, so I took the risk and I had it up to about $11, and it came with it sitting right behind it. I did think it would. The condition of these are pretty good, and normally with the condition, you normally find that a lot of people look after their manuals. So, yeah, absolutely stoked to get Tekken Tag Tournament 2. This is actually a really good game. I quite like this. My mate was actually telling me about this. He's like, oh, didn't the Tekken Tag Tournament flop? I'm like, nah, man. Tekken Tag Tournament was a launch title on PS2. It was actually a damn good game. I really liked that. And Tekken Tag Tournament 2 was pretty good as well. So, pretty good games. I do like Tekken. I've been a fan for a long time. I just haven't got, I think the last one that I played was Tekken 6. I haven't got around to Tekken 7 or Tekken 8. So I do want to play Tekken 8 though. Next one here is a little bit more of an obscure title. This one I got at Cash Converters, WSC Real 09, so which is a World Snooker Championship. It's got some pretty cool, what's his name? Ronnie Ferguson, I think. I think it's the name, Ronnie Ferguson. Let me know if I'm wrong about that. I know my Jimmy White in terms of snooker there, but I don't really know much in terms of, yeah, it is snooker. It's a pool simulation, billiards, kind of stuff like that. But yeah, I think Ronnie Ferguson was one of the bigger names. It actually doesn't say his name in there. I'm pretty sure that's his name. I don't really follow pool or billiards or snooker for that matter, but you kind of know the big names. It's like I don't follow NFL, but back in the day, I know who Joe Montana is. I know who John Madden is. Like, all these things you kind of pick up if you've, like, the best of the best, the GOATs, as to say, I'm Peyton Manning and all these stuff. I know their names, but I'm not a big fan of NFL. I love pool. Haven't been much of a big fan of snooker, but cool game. $7 from Cash Converters. Really good. Once again, do you guys have a manual? No. That's all they said to me, just no. And then I rang them and they said, oh, it does. I'm like, so I just didn't know who to believe. They said they sent it out. Get better, Otahu Cash Converters. You guys are pretty terrible to deal with. In fact, someone even said, oh, it's been shipped. And I was like, how do you know? It's like, well, it just says it's been shipped. And then 3 days later, I get a message saying, just got posted today. So do better, guys. Now, this one here is from an NZ Retro member, but she off-trade me. Tyler Lacey. This one, Donald Duck Quack Attack. I wasn't really going out of my way for this one. I won it at $15.02. I think they're a little bit more than what it goes for, I believe. Only reason why I got this is because of the fact that I've got it here as well on the Dreamcast. I think there is a... Wait. Pretty sure there's a PS1 version, maybe. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think there is one more version of this, so I will be on the lookout for it. But yeah, cool. Thank you, Tyler Lacey, for that one. Next one here, sorry, my nose is a little bit running today. Oh, got hay fever going all crazy. It's been pretty crazy lately. Now, this one here is from an Instagram member. The member is called Video Sleazy. He's actually, I quite like the name. The name's cool because he's got like a play on Video Easy, which was our rental store in New Zealand. And he's even got the sign and Video Sleazy. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, but he gave me a bit of a deal this week on 4 PlayStation 2 games. Pretty much worked them out to $12 each with the postage and everything like that. So, Britney's Dance Beat. I turned this on and tested it, and it's a brilliant game. It's just funny how much it's actually, I guess it was good back now. I like dance games, so to be honest, I may crank this one day. Who knows? I do like the dance games. Space Invaders Invasion Day. Now, this is super weird. I don't even know how to explain this one, but Space Invaders is a very simplistic space shooter. It's pretty much a shooter. You're vertical shooter. You're staying down the bottom. Everyone knows how Space Invaders goes. This doesn't look like that. This looks like they're trying to make a story out of this. So there is a full-blown, almost like RPG storyline element to this. And instead of being, by the looks of it, instead of actually being like a vertical shooter, you're looking like you're just a human going like that, shooting, but in third person. I want to play this game to see how, because I didn't think it done well. But interesting to try it. I love Space Invaders, but I guess they kind of ran out and were like, well, what more can we do? So they've done that. I don't know. Be interesting to see what's like. Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. This game's actually pretty cool. I've played it on a few systems. I think I actually have it on... What do I have it on? I think I have it on the Xbox. I'm pretty sure I have it on the Wii, maybe? No, don't. But yeah, I know I have it in somewhere else as well. I may actually have it on PSP? No. Anyway, pretty cool game. Got the higher ground, Anakin. You know, like all this stuff. It is probably the best out of the original, like not the original trilogy, the second trilogy, because they're the first, but they're the second. Everyone knows that. But of course, the originals were the best. 4, 5, and 6 is where it's at. 5 is probably my favourite. 3, I highly rate up there. 2, okay. Attack of the Clones is okay. And 1, cool because they introduced Darth Maul. Pretty sure it's Darth Maul. Is that 2? Anyway, 7, 8, 9 can just throw those wherever the hell they want to go. Nothing to do with George Lucas. George Lucas? Yeah, nothing to do with George Lucas, Lucasfilms and anything like that. So, I would have just been happy with a 6. We didn't need 9. We really didn't need Rey and Finn and Poe. Poe was probably the redeeming factor of that whole thing. Actually, Kylo Ren was pretty good. I quite like his acting. What's his name? Adam Driver, I think his name is. Pretty good actor. But yeah, and the last one here from Video Sleazy is Superman Shadow of Apocalypse. It's such a real weird way of spelling apocalypse, but I get that. I'm not really a big DC nut. I know certain things, I don't know them all. I know Apocalypse and Marvel, and that's how you really spell it, because it's literally like an apocalypse. But I don't know, maybe that was a kind of, they couldn't use apocalypse because I don't know who was first, whatever. But yeah, this game looks trash. This game actually looks real bad. This almost looks like Superman 64. So I'll give it a go and see what it's like at some point. But yeah, cheers Video Sleazy for that one. That's much appreciated. Next one here. Now this is a big bundle from Ash Hislop. I was waiting last week for it. Unfortunately, it just got a little bit delayed with Aramex. And actually, it was actually for New Zealand Post. So I think he actually may have changed it because he may have actually realised, maybe they're not the best. You know, they're cheap, but they're not good. But anyway, on this one, we got Burnout. This is look, it's a big PSP collection. So Burnout, $10.50. Loved it. This is one that I loved. Hey, I swear I had it, but I think it's... No, maybe it is this. I actually played the hell out of one PSP Burnout, and I love all Burnout games. I pretty much completed them all. But I swear it was Revenge, but maybe it was Legends. Cool game, though. I always love all the Burnouts. That's pretty cool for $10.50. Next one here is Brothers in Arms D-Day. This is a $5.50 one. This is not to be sold separately, so I'm guessing this came in a bundle with a PSP or in a pack. Like a pack specific limited edition pack or something like that. But yeah, pretty cool to have that. And of course that's the variant, so I will hopefully eventually, if I find the non-sold separately one, I'll grab that as well. So yep, Cars 2. These ones are always pretty fun to play. $6.50. Not sure how they are on PSP, but they're always fun to play on Xbox 360, PS2. They're quite fun. Like even Maiden National was quite fun. Like I don't know, they may be kids games, but they've got a certain appeal to them. Next one here is Coded Arms. This one here was $5.50. I'm guessing this almost sounds kind of like a Watch Dogs, but not. I don't know. It's FPS, so it's definitely not. I think third person was Watch Dogs. I quite like Watch Dogs, but be interesting. Konami game, so yeah. Crash Mind Over Mutant. This one's not actually... It's a bit uncommon. $25 for that one. I was pretty stoked with that. So it kind of sits around about the 30, 35 mark. Dynasty Warriors... That's it. That's not even a number. Just Dynasty Warriors for the PSP. That one there is $11. So that's pretty cool. Koei Tecmo always do some good games. The Dynasty Warriors are just ridiculous, though. They're always ridiculous. You know, take on 1,000 people and you're just like, yeah! It's just ridiculous. All the weapons that you use, it's just... I don't know. I don't mind them, but I feel like they're really repetitive and just the same hack and slash mechanic the whole way through it. Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, Legend. This one here is actually a pretty good game. $9.50. I think this is on the PS2 and the Xbox 360 because I do have, or maybe it's Underworld. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's no, it might not be on 360. It might just be Underworld and Tomb Raider Anniversary. No, I think it is Legend. But either way, yep, $9.50. Always good to get a Lara Croft game in there. I always like Lara Croft games. All the Tomb Raider games are cool. Tomb Raider 2 was my favourite. It had a really cool music in the mansion. You lock the butler in the fridge, walk out, turn on the music, listen to it. Really cool. Can't actually remember. I heard it one day, and I know it's a score from a Philharmonic orchestra, but I'm not entirely sure on who it is. But yeah, I'll have a look into that, and maybe I can find it one day. Me and My Katamari, $26.04. Now these are fun games. Pretty much you're a little ball, you roll, get bigger. You're picking up everything. You're picking up little rubbish, everything. So it's interesting. It's interesting. Really cool games, cool concept. Reminds me of Donut Country, but Donut Country is kind of like reversed. The hole gets bigger instead of the ball getting bigger. But yeah, that's a pretty cool one there. Me and My Katamari. It's a good one to wipe off the list. Mega Drive Collection. This is a 27 Mega Drive classic game. It's pretty cool there. The Mega Drive, that one there is $7. Yeah, I did a little bit damage on the bottom here. It looks like it's had a little bit of water damage just at the base of the insert, so it's a bit gutting. As you can see on the front here, what do we got? That Virtual Fighter? Who is that? I mean, I know Golden Axe. I'm pretty sure that's Virtual Fighter. Sonic. You've probably got Ninja Gaiden. No, is it Ninja Gaiden? Oh yeah, it is Virtua Fighter. Who else is in it? Don't know. Actually, that may also be Valkyrie from Golden Axe. Not too sure. But yeah, that's pretty cool. This one here was from the 12 Jam again. This is Mitran Wars. $3. So pretty stoked with that one to get that. Looks... I don't even know how you would explain that this game is. I guess strategy game, I guess you call it. Who knows? NBA Live 07. This one here was $2.50. Always good to get the NBA Live games. I enjoy all the Snickle Fritz. I enjoy all the sports titles, all that stuff. So it's always cool to get them. NBA Street Showdown. Where is that one? This one is $10. Street games don't tend to go for a little bit. I think they're a little bit more expensive on the PS2 though. I believe 2 was quite expensive to get. I think it cost me about $50 or $70. I can't remember. Need for Speed Underground. This one is $9. Yeah. It's actually quite out of it because I bought the games off him and I had them at 18 PSP games. Didn't actually realise there were 20. I got 2 games in here and I was like, I didn't pay for these. And I looked, I actually didn't pay for them. So I messaged him, let him know, and I said, sweet as, I put the $22 for it. He did say, hey, look, I was going to let you pass on it. You bought a lot from me, but I was like, no, it just didn't sit well with me. I'm quite an honest person when it comes down to it. So I just sent him the $22 and hopefully that will keep our business ventures ongoing and flowing, you know. So yeah, NFS, $9 there. This one here, Rengoku, the Tower of Purgatory. Looks kind of interesting, almost like a... I can't even explain what that is. It's a third-person kind of strategic weapon upgrades to different... Looks interesting. I thought it was kind of going to be like a... Not Dark Souls, but Dark Souls-esque. Like, not as hard as Dark Souls, but kind of like, you know, like that whole dungeon, whacking around. Dungeon crawlers in a sense, but not like Diablo. But I don't know what that game's about. So $12.50. Looks interesting. This Ridge Race here, this is another one that I thought that this is the 2 that I didn't think I thought he sent me. $11. It turns out I didn't actually pay for them. This one here is actually Japanese. I didn't realise this when I bought it. Yeah, everything is in English. Like everything. We're talking even the manual is in English. But the warranty card and stuff is, not the warranty card, I'll show, can we bring it up? Oh, yeah. That's all in Japanese, like everything about it. And the fact that it doesn't have any Peggy logo or a rating system for New Zealand or anything like that, or anything, or like any ESRB. Normally it has a little A here, Zero, I think they're called, for Japan. Doesn't have anything, but everything's in English on the back except for that bottom part and except for the menu at the back. The whole game's in English, so I have no idea about that one, but it still looks pretty cool. Smash Court Tennis 3. This one here, $7. Not much to be said about these games. Quite fun. I like the tennis games. They're enjoyable. A little bit of a kind of, you know, just play around. When you've got a bit of spare time, have a bit of a jam, you know. Spider-Man. Spider-Man for the PSP, or Spider-Man 2 for the PSP. This one here is $12.50. So this puts me on, I think I got Spider-Man 2 on PS2, DS. I swear I have other places as well. Normally I know these things off the top of my head where they are and how many variants are, well, how many different platforms I have it on. Sometimes I don't. Spider-Man 2 though, pretty stoked with that one, $12.50. This one was one that, and all of these ones, to be honest, I wasn't actually expecting on winning them. I did definitely put them just under what they normally go, thinking that, nah, someone's going to bid me up. I won a lot, and more accidentally than anything. I actually won 20 PSP games and had to pay for it, like, accidentally almost. But I was stoked with this one. Tenchu, Time of the Assassins. This one was quite a pricey one. This one, $31, but looking it up online, it sits around about 40 to 50 bucks. So that's pretty cool. I like Tenchu games. I've got PS1 Tenchu 1 and 2. I just recently, didn't I get it on the Wii? Yep, I've got Shadow Assassins on the Wii. So I have another one somewhere, but that's pretty cool to get. Pretty stoked with a Tenchu game off the list here. What's weird is they weren't Sega. It originally wasn't Sega. In fact, who was the... Hold on, let me just go off screen here and find Tenchu. T-E-N. Oh no, I actually don't have Tenchu 2. The original was Activision. So, I don't know when Activision took that over. I mean, well, when Sega took that over, because I know Sega is a very... They don't do consoles anymore. They've only just stuck to software for the last how many years after their Dreamcast failed. They only stuck to software. So, where they might just picked up an acquisition from Activision, that seems really weird. I mean, Activision just recently had the Xbox thing, so who knows? Have a little look into that. That kind of blew my mind when I saw that Sega. I didn't even notice that until now. And this one here, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Predator, $1.50, pretty easy. Tom Clancy games. They're just Tom Clancy games, you know, fun, a little stealthy. Normally, a lot of time, really good with two-player, especially Rainbow Six, but those games are pretty cool. And this one's a little bit more of an obscure title as well. I got this for $11, V8 Supercars, Supercars Shootout, V8 Supercars 3 Shootout. Sits up in about the 40 to 50 region, so that's a pretty good one to wipe off the list there. And last but not least is Virtual Tennis World Tour. That one there was $5.50. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the whole week. Thanks to all the people that have bought bundles off. That Ashes top one was pretty intense. Yeah, but that's pretty much it for this week. I actually had a shout out from a YouTube channel by the name of Tony Fighter 2. If any of you guys want to follow, I'll put the link in the description there to his channel. He sent me a little mentioned me in one of his video clips saying that he's quite interested. This is the whole reason why I'm bringing back the price of the games, because he was saying that basically like that's pretty cool to do. Gives a lot of people who are collecting a little bit more of a scope of what's going on, what the price is going for, whether or not you pay too high for a game, whether or not you pay too low for it, or paid low for a game. It's pretty much, but more for me, it's mainly for my knowledge. Like, I like to have everything all written down. I'm a very OCD person about that, but I don't individually keep the numbers, but I definitely have all the platforms and how much money I've spent so far. So, yeah, a shout out to Tony Fighter 2 for that. A little mention there on his YouTube channel. Absolutely cool. Go check out his YouTube channel. He's got some pretty fun stuff on there. Does a lot about does quite a lot on what I think it was. What am I playing? Where am I playing? I think he basically done like a whole what am I doing recently. So I thought that was actually pretty cool. Watch this whole video clip that he had me in, and I'll like I say, shout out Tony Fighter 2 for that. That's really cool. Everything, this is pretty much for that. That's everything for this week. I don't know if you can actually see the whole room here. I think you've seen it in the touring. I am running out of room. So what I'm actually thinking of expecting to do, I'm contemplating putting two of these shelves. They're that wide. They're 3-row, and they go down. They go this high. They're 1.8, I believe. No, I'm talking 1.8. They're 2. No. Yeah, I think they're 2 meters. I'm basically thinking of putting two back to back right in the center. Now, what that does problem wise, it takes away my pickup pictures for the week. It'll probably take out my picture of my video. I would have to do it in the other room over by the Xbox and have to set it up accordingly there. Let me know your thoughts, if you guys have got any thoughts about it, whether or not I should do this. I do like the space in here, but I'm absolutely running out of room. My Sega stuff, I'm constantly buying, well, not constantly, but when I buy Sega stuff, I've got one space for one more game. That's it. So I'm overflowing with Sega stuff, so I've just got to, if I can put 2 here, I can put some set, I could put maybe the Dreamcast set here, it gives me a bit more space. I could put maybe some of my Game Boy games onto here, so it gives me more space for the Nintendo. And possibly put the PSP there as well, so it gives me space for my PS1 and PS2. Possibly might even move my Pokemon collection onto it so it can display it in its full entirety. So, let me know what you think. I'm just going on these, I'm just trying to rack my brain on getting myself some space. So yeah, hopefully tune in next week. Hopefully I'll get some stuff next week. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't actually purchased this much because I'm still trying to pay off that. I'm still paying off that bundle from San Madre. It was a big bundle, so I've got another probably 2 more payments on that one, and that will be done and dusted. Then if Andrew was watching, I'm coming for you, brother. I want that Model 1 Saturn, so I will probably most likely be hitting you up after I paid up San Madre and get myself back in the clear with my funds, because yeah, it's been a bit hard lately. So just recession and everything. I think everyone's struggling with everything. So hopefully we'll get some more stuff, and hopefully things will pick up. I mean, this week was a good pickup, so hopefully there are more for the future that are like that. All right, you guys have a good day, and I'll see you later.